What's up, guys? It's David coming at you from Organic Price Books with a new release from DC, which I'm excited for. It's an absolute, and you know me, I love absolutes, best format, best quality, and the presentation on these always is amazing. So let's go ahead and take a look at All-Star Superman. It's here. Now this is a reprint. I actually have the first printing over here on this side, so I'm going to show that to you. But let me show you this one here first. I do like that you have Superman's face on either side of the slipcase. So, oh, if I go fast, can you see his face? No. But here's the slipcase spine right there. And then this side, of course. And then you have the book spine on this one. So this is a little bit different from the other one. I have it look still sealed. This is the first one, I guess, they took out. And so you can see the color is different on here. You have the new one has a yellow lettering on it, and the original has white lettering. And that's going to be also for the actual book itself. You can see right there, white lettering, white and the yellow lettering for the new one. So little differences there that you can see, so you know which version you're getting. Underneath or inside the slipcase, you do have a dust jacket on the book. Now, I'm not a big fan of that just because it sometimes hits the edges of it crinkle in when you go on the slipcase, but this looks pretty nice. The front right there, very Savior-esque, very coming down from heaven sort of thing for Superman. But he's the OG, triple OG, and if there would be anybody who you would be like see as a Christ figure for superheroes, I think it would be Superman. I've had some conversations with some people that are like, oh, it's blasphemous. But I'm thinking like, if it was in the real world, I think people would probably like, have temples to Superman or something like that. Here's the flaps like that, and then underneath that, oh, this picture right here, iconic, amazing. What a picture. That's so cool. Frank Quietly is just doing amazing artwork. His style is very hit or miss on some people. Some people say it's creepy. I think it's definitely his own unique way of drawing that sets him apart from other artists. Some people don't like it. I think it fits the All-Star Superman story really well. That's just my 2 points, or my 2 cents. It also does have a ribbon, so you can keep track of where you're at. So let's go ahead and jump into All-Star Superman and see what this absolute is all about. All right, so let's jump into Absolute All-Star Superman. And of course, if you read this, then you know that's an amazing story that, I would recommend to anybody who wants to read a good Superman story. So let's go ahead and take a look. Here's the creators for it. Thank you guys so much for the work that you put into it, for creating what's come to be known as a legendary story for Superman, and beloved by all. And the artwork, of course, of Frank Quietly, very, very nice. It has a certain flair to it. It's very unique. That if you're not used to it, you might find it a little bit creepy, which I can definitely see that. But I think it sets it apart. And I think makes it a unique story as well, or unique drawings as well. But, of course, with the Absolute, you get that semi-gloss, that really nice semi-glossed, thicker pages, of course, and then the huge format. Love that. Looks great. And if you haven't read this one, I would highly suggest it. It's something that you don't think is like, what if, we know that the sun charges Superman, but what if it charged him to a point that he was going to die? Like, he overcharged. What about then? Like, what will we do about that? So it's cool seeing that. His relationship with Lois Lane, of course, here, and some of the stuff that he gives her the power to become like him for one day. Very, very cool. And you see some of these heroes that you don't think about, like this. I think it was, who is it? Is it? Yeah, he goes to, he sees different villains and stuff like that. It's really cool. Yeah, highly suggest it. Let me tell you a little bit more about this. Combining their singular talents to create a new and brilliant vision of the Man of Steel, legendary comics storytellers Grant Morrison and Frank Quitely are reunited with their WE3 collaborator Jamie Grant for one of the greatest Superman stories ever imagined. Following a mission to the surface of the sun, the Man of Steel finds that his invulnerable body has been pushed beyond its limits. An inexorable countdown has begun, and his death is the only possible outcome. Faced with this knowledge, the last son of Krypton embarks on his final and greatest adventure, preparing his adopted homeworld for a future without Superman. The spectacular new Absolute Edition collects all 12 issues of the Eisner and Harvey Award-winning series in one hardcover volume and features an all-new introduction by Chip Kidd and never-before-seen preliminary sketches and pencils by Frank Quitely and Grant Morrison. Very cool. But yes, you know, he's gonna die, and he's got to get the world ready. A lot of the imagery on here, especially on the covers, is very like Savior-esque. So, you know, I don't think it's blasphemous. I think it's definitely more like what Superman has come to be in this Savior aspect. You know, the greatest hero of all, and he basically symbolizes the hope for humanity. So obviously the symbols and the drawings on there look really good. I had some people say that to me. They're like, oh, they're making him seem like he's, you know, Jesus. Hey, listen, think about the aspect of Superman in the real world, like how we have now. How would he become to see, you know? How would he be seen by people? Lex Luthor's funny here. Again, the drawings are unique. The art style is definitely unique, but I think you would definitely like it. Yeah, that's cool. All right, so let's see some of the extras on here. There you go. Here are some of the covers that you see. This one is classic. I mean, they tried to make this into a cartoon. If you saw the movie, then the animated movie, you know, they tried. You know, it didn't capture I would say, the feeling as much as this movie, as the book did. So definitely I would suggest read the book first. And a little bit about each of the different characters on here. The scene. Very cool. Superman Scott, Superman 1 million, 5D Superman, interesting. Unknown Superman, Prime Superman, that's right. The 12 Labors of Superman. Interesting. Nice. All-Star Superman. Very cool. Then biographies right there. So yeah, very interesting. I would say it's one of the most iconic stories for Superman, and I would highly recommend it. Get over the artwork and just read the story itself, and it's such a good, like, you don't have to read too much of his past. It's kind of self-contained, and I think that's what makes a great story, that you can just finish it, boom, 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 beginning, middle, end, and it ends. Leaves you a little teaser for the next part, but you're satisfied with it. And this definitely fits that category of one of those great stories that you can pick up, read, and feel like you had a good time reading it. Check it out at Organic Price Books. Let me know if you're going to get it, and I will see you in the next one.